Hey everyone, welcome back here. Today we're going to be looking at some more 3D products from their GLW series, and I did find out that GLW is short term for glow. That's what they just the 3D rep told me. So we're looking at some products here. The only one we're not going to look at today is their ceramic trimmer store, so we'll look at this at a later time. So we're going to put that aside for now. For today we're going to look at these three products here. So I picked up their ceramic wash, so we'll get into the details of that, their ceramic detailer, and then their wheel and tire cleaner. I'm going to be using those on the Grand Prix today, and we'll see if this leaves any hydrophobic protection. I'm going to top off after I wash the car with this. This does leave hydrophobic protection, so I'll be using this on the wheels and the paint, on the glass. We'll use it on every single surface, and then I'll just use the tire cleaner here because I am going to be showcasing another product here that DIY sent me, which is their tire lotion. And so we're going to take a look at that. I will let you know that I have tested this a couple times. It's not the most durable tire dressing, but it does look pretty nice. So we're going to go ahead and use that for tires. So that's the path going forward. So the next video is going to be, this video is probably going to be mostly dedicated to the ceramic wash, and then I'll probably make a separate video on the ceramic detailer and the wheel and tire cleaner. So we're going to put those on the back burner because we're going to transition over to the ceramic wash. And I was just looking at the back of this here. Really, the only thing you really need to know about this is you're going to be using 2 to 3 ounces of soap in a 5-gallon bucket. It says use a soaked wash mitt to clean the surface. Rinse thoroughly with water for best results. Work in a cool and shaded area, and always clean the car starting with the roof and work down to the wheels. Do not use under direct sunlight. For use with a foam gun, use 1 to 2 ounces in the canister. Safe on ceramic coated vehicles. So there you have it. So we're gonna go ahead and pour some out. I'm gonna put the camera down here because I don't have it on my head strap, so just bear with me for a second. I'm gonna just pour some out. Just shake this up. I did put some in the foaming pump sprayer because I'm gonna use that to wash the wheels as well. So let me pop this open. I think I already did. Yeah, it's already popped open. And I'll just show the consistency of the product here. So I'm going to use 2 ounces in the bucket. You can see it's semi-thick. We'll see how it comes out of the foaming pump sprayer. I put an ounce in there, so that's 60 in there. So I'm going to go dump this in the bucket, and then when I'll come back and I'll showcase how it foams in the bucket, and then we'll showcase how it comes out of the foaming pump sprayer, because I'm going to have some left over, and I'll just showcase how it looks coming out of the pump spray. It's not going to be like coming out of a foam cannon, but at least I'll give you an idea of how it foams. So we're going to take a look at this here in a second here. So let me just go get my buckets ready, pour this in, and then I will bring it back to you and show you the product in use. All right, so I'll be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back here. Before I get to the ceramic wash demo here, I want to kind of just mention that I think for the wheel and tire cleaner, I'm going to save it for my dad's car for when I'm ready to remove that 3D GLW matte tire dressing on there. So I'll leave it on there for about a month, and then I'll come back and use that product. I think that's a better test than me just using this, because I had just cleaned the tires on here not too long ago, so I'm just going to top them off with the DIY product. So let's get to the ceramic wash here. I'll show that real quick. Just a quick little background what I did for the Grand Prix here. I prepped this hood the other day. I used Dr. Beasley's Z1. If you've ever used Z1, you know it's not a beading type product, it's actually a sheeting type product. And on this side I was experimenting, wiping that off with Bead Hero, so we'll see how that does. My Bead Hero usage has been, my results have been hit and miss with that product. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this off, and we'll see the difference in the hydrophobics between the two products here, or Bead Hero versus untopped Z1. So hopefully that gives you a good indication of, Bead Hero will actually add some hydrophobics. You can see Z1 looks like there's nothing on the surface. And so I did that the other day. Again, I'll just showcase that real quick. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of that. Put the hose down here. And I want to showcase, so I'm going to tell you this. Again, I have an ounce in the foaming pump sprayer. It does not foam that well, so I'm going to foam the side here with Z1. I'll let that sit here you're expecting a high foaming soap, this is not it. Okay, so let me just go ahead and put the foamer down. And what I'm going to do is foam the wash up here. You can see the suds that this generates. So I mean, the suds look really good, I'll tell you that. And the suds last a long time, but nobody has solved the ceramic wash of keeping the suds from lasting a long period of time. So we'll see if it does anything. Flip this over and just kind of just work this in a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to rinse this off and we'll see if we have any hydrophobics from the product. Okay, so there you have it. It's not very impressive here. It does nothing to the surface in terms of adding hydrophobics. And I have 60 milliliters in that bucket, and you can see that does absolutely nothing onto the surface. So I bet you if I do it undiluted on the mitt, let's grab the mitt here. So I'm going to grab the mitt here. I'm going to get some of that stuff out of there. What we're going to do, sit there for a minute. And I hope they don't tell me that once you let it sit, it's going to be next to the next wash. Okay, so let me add some undiluted soap in there. And we'll just apply it onto the surface. And if that's the case, then yeah, you're not going to want to buy this. Put that here for put that there for a minute. So there you have it. It's an absolute dud. So I'm saving you some money. Don't buy the ceramic wash. You're not going to get anything out of it. And then so here's the ceramic detailer. I saw this on Martin's channel, so he tried this. I'm going to try this on one section. You can see it start to break up the surface tension, and we'll see how this works. Again, not very good, so it's unfortunate. As you can see, that product needs to be wiped on the surface, but I just want to give you guys an idea that this is a dud. Save yourself some money. If you're just looking for a shampoo you can use on your ceramic coating or whatever, just keep in mind that it's probably not going to do much in terms of adding hydrophobics, because there's nothing on here about letting it cure and all that stuff. I mean, it tells you right there, hydrophobic protectant soap. It doesn't do anything like that. Bit of a bummer. This one, again, in order for you to use it, you're going to want to use it, you wipe it on the surface. If you spray it on the surface like that, it's not really going to do anything for you. So, quick demo on that. Again, that's kind of a dud in the lineup, so don't bother wasting your money on the 3D ceramic wash. Again, the only ceramic wash that's worked really well for me, like actually using it as a wash, is the Wolfgang one, and then Hydro, and then Bathe Plus from Geon. But again, this is a bit of a dud, kind of like the Glassparency ceramic soap. That was a bit of a dud as well. It did the same thing where it doesn't leave any protection behind. It's just, again, safe on ceramic coatings. So again, thanks for watching. Catch you next one. If you have any comments or questions on this, again, not all products are designed to be perfect, and I think this one, they need to go back to the drawing board in order to get this thing to work. Okay, all right, so again, thanks for watching. Catch you next one. Okay, so I'm back again. I just finished washing the car with the ceramic wash, and as you saw, it didn't do anything in terms of adding hydrophobic protection. I washed the rest of the car with it, it worked just fine. Like, I didn't notice any increase in hydrophobics on it, but you know, it did decent to clean. So if your car's not that dirty, it will do a good job. Again, it's not the highest foaming soap out on the market, so if you're looking for high foaming, this is not going to be it. Nobody solved that ceramic soap issue where you get no foaming from it. But I mean, you can see Bead Hero dried off really good after I, you know, blew most of it off. It's just, you know, remaining water because I was just blowing some other stuff. But I mean, looks, you know, it's relatively dry. When I come over to Z1, I know people love their sheeting products. I'll try to use the blower on here. Look at all that water that's still left on here. So again, is sheeting preferred? Sure, but just keep in mind that it's going to be a little harder to get the water off the surface. It's like having nothing on the paint. Okay, so now enough of that. So now we're going to go ahead and use a ceramic detailer here, and I'm going to go ahead and just spray this on the surface. It's a bit windy out here. I'll just go a little heavy-handed. I don't care. You could probably get away with one spritz or two, so I'm going to grab another towel and just work it into the surface with this towel. Pick up any remaining water. I'm going to clean up the trim. Okay, so it worked pretty good. Again, it's a ceramic detailer, it's just spray detailer. It's nothing too scientific about using a detail, so it is slick, I will tell you that. Just coming back with a secondary towel, and so it is relatively slick. You can see I'm just push it around with one finger. So I'm going to go ahead and try it on the glass. Here I'm just going to do one spritz, just like so. And you know, I'll let this cure for before the next wash, and if I remember, I'll showcase the hydrophobics of it. I'm not too concerned about it because I can use it every wash. But yeah, it's relatively slick. You can see my towel just sliding off the surface. So that's the ceramic detailer. I mean, there's not much to it. You just use it as a, I'm using it as a drying aid. You can use it on a dry surface after you dry the entire car. Like, my car is mostly dry, so if I go along the surface here, you can see it's mostly dry on the surface here. So I'm essentially using it on dry paint, coming back to touch up any remaining water. So that's the ceramic detailer. You're probably going to want to use this after you use the ceramic wash, because the ceramic wash did not do a whole lot in terms of adding any hydrophobic protection. So you got to remember, keep in mind that if they're showing you on social media that this is getting hydrophobic protection, keep in mind that they're probably using it over a hydrophobic surface, ceramic wax, ceramic spray detailer, ceramic coating, and in that instance it's going to give you false impressions, because you're going to see the performance of the coating rejecting the soap, or the you know, if your LSP is strong in general. Because I use it over Bead Hero, it did absolutely nothing to Bead Hero. Bead Hero was left by itself. So kind of keep that in mind, that some of these ceramic soaps, again, are a bit tricky in terms of social media when they're showing you how hydrophobic it is. This soap is kind of a letdown in terms of doing anything to the surface. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to use this up or if it's going to sit in the back corner. And again, we'll just use this. This is pretty straightforward. I have no problems with this. But again, just want to kind of mention that. And if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and post down below. Are you interested in trying any of these products? I think the ceramic detailer should be fine. You know, look, it'll probably add some good gloss and some good hydrophobics. And then again, I wouldn't recommend the ceramic wash. Skip that. Ceramic detailer, go ahead and get that. The interior detail spray, I forgot to mention, that is good, and it does have anti-dust properties, because I drive with my windows down, you know, because I drive you know, it's a 3-mile commute to work. And yeah, I've noticed less dust on the surface doing that. So it does have some anti-dust properties. So overall, pretty good. And again, thanks for watching. Again, post down below, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.